Hello and happy Friday. I hope you all made a little bit of money in the markets today. And if you're not in the markets, hopefully this video will help increase your interest and get you into the markets, or at least have you thinking about it. If you're already in the markets, that's awesome. If you're not in the markets, hopefully by watching my videos, you will be able to see that making money slowly over time is absolutely doable. All right, let's just go right into selling stocks so we can add some money to our current balance. All right, so here is what the market has done today. This is the SPY, which is an ETF, which mimics and is indexed to the S&P 500. Since you can't buy the S&P 500 directly, you can do it through either purchasing all of the stocks individually at the same weight, or you can buy an index, and SPY is the largest SP 500 index in the market. And my charts are, this is a 3-month and a 1-day. So each candle, which is what these are, green is a good day, red is a down day, green is up, red is down, and white would be that would just be a flat day. So as you can see, the market has been going up since April 28th, and we are in the midst of a bull run. It might continue for the next day or week or months. There are areas of consolidation where you might think that the market might be turning around, but eventually it just keeps on heading up. So we're up. We started the day at the SPY anyway at 634.81, and it's now at 637. So roughly $2.50 roughly. So that this is an idea of what the market looks like. Because the market is continually going up, I have less and less to do. I have less sell triggers that are being hit. I don't mind when the market is boring, because that means most everything is going up. I'd rather everything go up than have a volatile day every day. But we have 3 stocks that hit their sell triggers today, and we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have over 10 stocks that hit their buy triggers, but we only have $1,800. So let's see if we're able to sell anything. The first one is going to be Coin for Coinbase. So 2 days ago, we had price drop below our moving average. So these 2 lines, the yellow and the blue, they consist of a combined moving average, and that is CDNS, which is cadence. Let me pause the video here. Okay, I had to make a purchase of cadence of 1 share. What that was is I have multiple strategies, and the strategy that I put on my video is stocks that I trade within a bucket of roughly 200 stocks, and I have those every day, and I plan on holding these long term. So these are what I trade every day depending on the market moves. And I also day trade. I'll show you later. I day trade every day. Every week I choose about 32 stocks for that week that I'll try to day trade as market prices move. What we see here, as I showed you, that these are daily candles, and on the stocks that I day trade, I'll use a 1-day, and I'll use a 2-minute chart. So we'll change this to 2 minutes, and we'll zoom in, and each candle, instead of it representing a day, it represents 2 minutes. But you can see, similarly to the previous chart, that is 3 months and with day, where the prices aggregate, the candles aggregate on the daily, these aggregate every 2 minutes. So I try to capture within my bucket of stocks of 200 or so. Every week I try to trade 32 stocks, and I try to predict which stocks out of my 200 will have the biggest moves for that particular day or the week, and then I try to capture those moves. So if you'll see, let's go to Cadence, just CDNS. You can see the trades these are for today. So you can see I've made 1. So we bought at 326, and this one was a previous. I did not sell this one here, I sold this up here at this price, and then we sold this at the top of the run, then we bought back in, and we sold here, we bought back in, and we've sold here. So a little bit of money throughout the day. But let's go back to coin, and we want to go back to our 3-month 1-day chart. And I was explaining what the moving averages are. So I use, this is a 20-day slow moving average of price action, and this is a 10-day moving average, which runs a faster. So my sales triggers are basically when price moves below or above. So here a trigger, a sell trigger would have been activated when price dropped below, when the fast moving average dropped below the slow moving average, and it would have been triggered when the fast moving average rises above the slow moving average. So that is the most basic way in which I trade stocks, whether it be on the daily, monthly, or weekly, or the 2-minute chart. It's basically all the same. I take a look to see what triggers have been activated, what caused the activation, and I compare what the chart looks like to a MACD. This is the moving average convergence divergence, and what that is, it is a moving average that represents the price action or the movement of price of the particular equity, and this is the RSI. And the RSI is the relative strength index, and this measures the speed of the actual price movement of a particular equity. So I use all 3 indicators to make a determination on whether I want to sell or buy a stock depending on the trigger. I just don't buy and sell depending on the crossover, whether down or up in this particular case. I also use price action. We had price move below our fast moving line. It moved below the fast moving line 2 days ago. I thought about selling it yesterday, but then we had price roughly around the same area, and I waited until today to see if we're going to have a continuation of price moving downward, and we do. And I bought it was the green candle and just turned to red. So it's going, prices fluctuating back and forth. So the bulls and the bears are fighting, trying to figure out which way it's going to go for the day. So back around mid-June, I bought 4 shares at $303. And when I day trade, if I buy 4, I usually trade a quarter. 1 share is what I use to day trade, and Coinbase is a stock that I've been using to day trade since June 23rd. And these are all the trades I've made within just the Coinbase itself. So I will be selling 1 share because we have price continually moving down. We have the RSI moving down. We have a strong MACD movement. So we're just going to go ahead and sell 1 share and take profits on 1 share, and that'll leave us 3. I bought 3. I bought another one. Here we're looking at 428. So I bought that about 427.80. Price fell, and I set a limit order to sell when price goes back up. Hopefully price will go back up. But let's go ahead and sell this 1 share of Coinbase. So I've got to pause my video and mark that on my list. All right, so we've sold that 1 share of Coinbase. The next stock on the list that we want to take a look is an ETF for following the price of gold. And gold, we have 4 shares of gold. This particular ETF. The last one we purchased was at $313. We have price on a downward trend. We had price move down below both of our moving averages on our fast and slow moving lines. So I'm going to set a sell order in case price spikes up. Sometimes price spikes up and we can sell it, and even though the overall trend might continue to go down, we might catch a spike up. So we will set a sell order of 1. So we are going to set our sell order. If we bought it at 313.11, I will just add 30 cents to that. So that is 41 cents. So 313.41. So we can do it the slow way and scroll up. So 313.41, we'll set a sell order. And if price jumps or spikes on one given day or overnight, then at least we'll capture that sell. All right, our next stock, and the only one left, is McDonald's. And I know we're not going to be selling any of these shares because I bought at $316, bought 3 shares at $316. So price is significantly down. Yesterday we had price fall below our moving average, which is I use as an indicator. And if price had continued to go, if this was in a downward slope yesterday, I might have sold that, but it wasn't. And the RSI, it was going down, but we didn't have an equal downward slope on the MACD, which means we might be still in an overall upward trend. So I have nothing to sell on McDonald's, and even if I did, the only thing I would do is set another sell order, and the sell order would be similar to what we just did, and it would be placed at 316.60, just 30 cents higher. So that is the 3 stocks that we had to sell, or at least that are triggered our alerts. We have $2,211. Who's ready to buy? I'm ready to buy. Are you ready to buy? Well, let's get buying. But first, if you could please hit that like, share, and subscribe button so we can reach more people, that would be awesome. And the first one is Bank of America. Bank of America, we dipped down and we've crossed back over. I buy 16 shares of Bank of America. I believe it's going to be a powerful stock, a nice moving stock, somewhat of a mild growth stock over the next year, especially if they start cutting interest rates. So I'm going to go buy back in at 16. We're going to be fully vested because we're not vested, fully booked with the 16 stocks that I like to purchase for Bank of America, and the current price is 48. So we just bought Bank of America. Another stock that we have that was triggered is Dell. Dell is a stock that I've been day trading since mid-May. Expecting a continual improvement in price. I am not going to buy that. If the MACD, if tomorrow or Monday, if Monday we can have a continuation in the price movement and we have the MACD cross, I'll go ahead and purchase 2 more shares of Dell. But for now, we're going to let Dell go. And our next is GM. Actually, GM is not part of this group of basket of stocks. That is in, like I said, I have multiple strategies, and GM is part of a different strategy. So not GM. It is IWF. IWF is an ETF for, and the IWF is an ETF, again, that tracks the Russell 1000, and the Russell 1000 is, and that tracks mid cap and small cap stocks. Excuse me, it's large cap and mid cap growth stocks. That's what the IWF tracks. So let's take a look at IWF, the ETF, and that mini stocks is just on a rise. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to leave that alone. We're not going to do anything. I don't know why that triggered. Something must be wrong with my triggers. I'll go ahead and check that. That shouldn't have triggered anything. I have alerts when price crosses either one of the lines, either the fast or the slow moving, up or down. And I also have it when the fast or fast or the slow moving line crosses each other, either up or down. So I don't know why that was alerted. All right, we have an IWM. IWM is another ETF. And the IWM is the Russell 2000, which tracks small cap stocks. Those are companies with less than a $5 billion capitalization. And the IWM price triggered as it dropped below the fast moving line, but it has gone back up. So we will not be selling. Oh, and that is the New York Stock Exchange end of day at 4 o'clock. So I will keep going. I've got $2,100, so I've got $1,100 to spend roughly. I try to keep $1,000 base in for my day trading activities. The next stock that we will take a look at is Keys, which is Keysight Technologies. They are a company that provides design, testing, and products for electronic hardware for computer systems. We have a price movement of going up and closing above our slow moving average. It's a slow moving stock. It has been anyway for the past month roughly. It's basically flat since June 24th. So we're looking a little bit over a month that we've not done anything. Although I've made a little bit of money through my day trades on that. So we also have price movement MACD going rising above the midline. So we will go ahead and buy 3 more. I like to have 4 when I'm maxed out in Keys. Keysight Technologies. Currently we have 1, so we're going to buy 3. Although I can no longer use this active trader because it doesn't work after hours. So let's just make sure we're going to buy 3 and see it's not doing anything. So I have to go in manually, hit the price. We're going to buy. Whoops. And that did a market purchase at 167, which is not what I wanted. But anyway, we've got 3 at 167. Let me mark that down. And the next stock we have to look at is Lilly, Eli Lilly. All right. Eli Lilly has been moving down for quite a while and not really moving anywhere. Eli Lilly recently got a little bit of good news from, I believe, Europe about their Alzheimer's medications passing some goals or tests, or at least reaching a set parameter. So I currently have 3 that I am way under on. I bought each one of those was purchased at over $900. So I like to have 4 of those. I like to have at least 4 of all of this. Whatever I purchase, I like to have at least 4 of. Any stock that's going to be over 2,000, I'll try to have 3 of. If it's over 4,000, I'll just have 1 of. So we are going to purchase 1 Eli Lilly. It won't go through. I don't know why. It's odd. So what I want to do, I don't want it to purchase immediately like last time. So we'll find Eli Lilly. This watch list is a list of all of my stocks. And we'll come in here and we're going to buy 1. And the current price is $812.69. And we're purchasing good till cancel and an extended hours. So we're going to confirm and send that. And it sold. Excuse me, it bought. We bought it. But I did not go in and list number of shares. Buy. We need to buy 2 more. Oh, no. We just wanted to buy 1. I'm mistaken. All right, so there's Eli Lilly. That takes us down to $11.46. So I have roughly $150 to use. If we find a stock and it's a little bit more, I don't mind. It's not a hard, it's just a rough. So the next one is SoFi. SoFi is a digital banking company, online banking. So we had an alert. It triggered when price moved above it this morning, and then it triggered a sell. This, even though it shows that it triggered a buy signal, it actually triggered both a buy and a sell. So we are not going to do either. I purchased 54 back here at just over $14. We have a significant. All right, so let's go ahead and make our list very short. We had coin, we had ETF for gold, we had McDonald's, which the only thing we sold was Coinbase, and we bought keys. I believe keys is the only thing we bought. No, we bought Eli Lilly. All right, now we're good. So that is everything. That's our sell list and our buy list for the day. All right, so now I will show you my performance for the day and performance for the week and the rate of return so far to date for the year. And here we go. Here's our progress for the day and the week. So today we had $186. Most of that is through my little day trading activities. Again, I only day trade the stocks that I hold long term. I am learning to become a better day trader to where I can go in and do research and try to find stocks that are going to have larger moves in the day. But I'm not comfortable with doing that yet, so I'm practicing with day trading using, again, my long-term holdings. So for the week, we have $186. It looks like we have $39 in losses, but our losses, those aren't real losses. I rarely ever sell any stocks at a loss. The way that is calculated for my accounting purposes, we have last in, first out. So I may have purchased a stock at 100, one at 110, one at 120, one at 130, and one at 140 with the last in, first out method. The stock that I purchased at 140, if price falls below that 140, and I decide to sell a stock at 135, that will register as a $5 loss. But the stock that I'm accounting and selling is the stock that I bought at 130, so I actually have a $5 gain. So I rarely ever sell any stocks at a loss. If price drops below our purchase price, we just hold on to that, whether it's for a day, a week, a month, even a year. Then that's how long we'll hold it. Most of the stocks that I have are, they do pay dividends, so I don't mind holding them. And that's how I work this particular strategy. So for the week, we have $720. Again, I don't really have a loss of 138. I have a gain of 720. So for the year to date, we are looking at the S&P 500 is at 8.98, and our portfolio is at 16.11%. So that is what we have so far. So I'm beating the market, and it takes a lot of work to do that. I'm a very active trader, and if you continue or you choose to possibly follow my trades, then you too might be able to see a gain in your net worth, and that's what my goal here is. So I will go ahead and close these images out. I don't know. Let me see if I have anything else to show. I don't have anything else to show. So thank you very much for watching the video, and have a great weekend.